Welcome to JPL in 30, the highlights show for the Jamaica Premier League. Matchweek 2 of the Jamaica Premier League began with a goal-fest thriller between Mullins United and Humble Lion, which treated their respective fans and neutrals alike to a fantastic game. Mullins United opened the scoring in the 5th minute from 6 yards after Humble Lion's defender Keneal Hyde put his defenders under serious threat with a terrible defensive header, forcing them to take away Marquise McDonald's legs inside the penalty area. Humble Lion did equalize things, forcing the game into another gear. These are the highlights. George Davies and Dwight Jeremiah were the duo on commentary duties.
Back we are at the Stadium East complex, as I noted, part of the Independence Park Sports Complex that houses the National Arena, National Indoor Sports Centre, the National Stadium and Stadium East, along with international class pool facilities and facilities for netball. The Leela Robinson Ports also here as well. But we're here for football. This is the shot of the Stadium East field. We've had some strong rain in the last half an hour or so, giving us a wet surface, but not a slippery surface, and certainly not a surface that the water has stayed on the top. The surface not waterlogged, and the players would appreciate that very much as they prepare for battle in this game. Matchweek 2. Mullins, Peter Harrison goal, Janoy Williams, Janoy Cunningham, Kemoy Phillips, Javon Brown, Brian English, Tyreek Wilson, Shanardo Green, Marcus McDonald, Rashawn Livingston, and Tyrese Winter, the same 11 that started for Alex Thomas last week at the Anthony's Bowling Sports Complex in that opener against Waterhouse.
Well, obviously you would have seen a lot of things that he'd like to come back here today to get all these players out there and play in this 4-3-3 with two holding midfielders. He's looking for stability, but also having some attacking impetus from the 4 in front of that 6.
Coin has been tossed under the call. One simple thing here, the referees. Yeah, the message is that anything that happens on the field, one of us must have seen it. Humberland, Michael Harrison goal, Peter's brother, Rico Edwards, Xavier Virgo, Keneal Hyde, Afiba Chambers, Shamari Dallas, Rayland Paisley, Andrew Vanzi, Lorenzo Lewin, Andre Clinton, and Roshane Sharp. That's the 11, reflecting one change from the side that began against Dunderholden in that 0-0 draw last week.
Yeah, well, you refer to their colours and said that you make a point that it is goal. They're playing the 4-3-3. They certainly need goals in this team, and Clennon is the man and entrusted with the responsibility to do that. If he can hold the line, stay concentrated, don't get frustrated, I think he could make a difference today.
Yeah, and I'm not setting up a trivia question. I'm not going to keep you in suspense about who the one Humberland change is. They began the season with Prince Daniel Smith in goal, and they've replaced him with Michael Harrison. Action from the first half. Bad decision by Keneal Hyde with that header backwards. Put his defenders in all sorts of trouble. His captain sliding into tackle, and only resulted in fouling Marquise McDonald. And it gave away the penalty very early in the contest. Humberland up against it, especially when Tyreek Wilson stroked home that 5th minute penalty for 1-0. Virgo stands this one up for Roshane Sharp. Couldn't get direction on the header. Sharp would have another glorious chance from this Vanzi free kick. Must score! He didn't even make good contact. And then the veteran Virgo, 38 years old next month, but he curls this one onto the forehead of Andre Clennon, who rises supremely to head home serenely. 1-1. 2 fouls in quick succession, undermining Humberland, because Tyreek Wilson gave that free kick some violence, and that was 2-1 before half-time. 2 goals for Tyreek Wilson. Virgo curled this one in. Nothing came off that. Virgo again on the money with the delivery. And then this, Cunningham forward. Chambers, his attempted block, atrocious. Livingston racing through, and Livingston on the run, drives his laces through it, and it's beyond the goalkeeper. That was Mullins' 3rd goal, and Rashawn Livingston, who was excellent today, both sides of the ball, gets the 3rd goal. That gave his team breathing space. Virgo to the back post. Williams Excellent first touch, but took a minute to get the shot off. By the time he did, Harrison had his feet set and was able to make the save. Flick on here. Clennon can't beat the goalkeeper. Winter. Look at this. Harrison. Livingston felt he had his second, but the Afiba Chambers was there to turn away off his line. Both goalkeepers named Harrison. Both of them brothers. Vance's late free kick beats Peter Harrison off the deflection from Javon Brown. That was 3-2 with about 2 minutes left. And it was not enough time for Humble Lion to find a third goal. They are beaten.
Livingston, your game today was an all-round game, capped off by the goal. But tactically, your coach must have been pleased with you with the work that you did playing that outside position.
Yeah, man, I'm pleased, man. No, I'm pleased because I work hard from week.
Is the situation where he told you that you have to get back to help your fullback because that's the weak area?
That's right.
What I want you to do, though, is to take me through that goal you scored, because for a moment we felt you were thinking about passing. We looked at the replay again and felt, okay, maybe just goal on his mind. Take me through that one.
All right. First of all, before I receive the ball, I have goal for my mind. I always have goal for my mind, which is, I think about it for pass, but then when I look up and I see a goal, then in front of me, I have to fire.
Okay, and a moment there you felt that you had your second one when you hit it and it was cleared off the line.
Well, I think referee kind of look unfair, but at the game, you know.
All right, good performance from you, and long may it continue. All the best. Well, this coach here, Coach Bryce, not pleased, I feel, with the result. But what about the performance? Where in this game you felt it slipped away from you?
I think we made too many defensive errors. All of the goals that were scored against us were self-inflicted defensive errors, and we gifted them some goals, and we know it was always going to be a struggle once you give up goals defensively. I thought we got a lot of opportunities. We didn't utilize the flanks as best as we could. The one goal that we got early in the first half was one of those plays down the flanks, and we just didn't use the flanks enough today. And I think that once we started to make mistakes, they punished us for it, and we're going to have to learn from it.
In terms of the chances that you created today, yes, defensive errors, but you feel you had enough today to at least get something from this game?
Yes, we needed to have been very clinical in front of the goal, and like I said, we have been trying to work on being clinical in front of the goal, and we weren't clinical today. And despite giving up those goals, we still had opportunities to get back into the game. It's something that we're just going to have to continue to work on. It's early in the season, we just have to continue to work hard.
Well, continue to do that, Coach, and all the best.
Thank you.
Coach Thomas, I would sum up your performance today, your team's performance, as efficient, because it wasn't a lot of chances you got, but the ones you got clear, you took them.
Definitely, it was a good performance from Team Mullins. Last game, we created a lot of chances and never finished, but we went back to the drawing board and we did what we needed to do this evening and finish our chances.
I have to ask you, Sid, you got the 3 points, you scored 3 goals, but nonetheless, Mullins, they got a lot of chances. Is that something that you have to work on in terms of the amount of opportunities you give your opponent? I
wouldn't say we give them a lot of opportunities, but some fouls that were called wasn't, but that is the nature of the sport. And we have to dig in and we come out on top.
All right, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Humble Lion, after 2 matches, are yet to register a win. Mullins United now sits in 8th on 3 points, a step into the desired direction, having lost their opening game last Sunday. We take our first break. JPL 30, Match Week 2. Thanks for staying with us. This is JPL 30 with the latest from Match Week 2. The second match of Sunday's doubleheader at the Stadium East Field in St. Andrew, Jamaica, saw host Tivoli Gardens taking on Chapelton Maroons. George Davies and Dwight Jeremiah took us through this encounter from the commentary box.
Back we are at the Stadium East complex, getting ready for kickoff between Chapelton Maroons FC, the new boys to this level, and the Tivoli Gardens, the 5-time champion. So this is the Tivoli Gardens starting 11. Nicholas Clark in goal, Barrington Price, the skipper, Keno Simpson, Odine Pennycook, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Pilgrim, Trevon McCain, Justin Dunn, Diego McKenzie, Anthony Nelson, and Janiel Ray, the head coach, Jermaine Teddy Johnson.
Yeah, and they're playing this 4-4-2 formation, and for sure they drew the first game and definitely will be looking to see if they can get some goals from this one with the two strikers up front, McKenzie and Ray.
For the Chapelton Maroons FC, Javel Plunkett in goal, the keeper. Javel Ellis, Ronaldo Christian, Tremaine Williamson, Jamari Morrison, Osani Ricketts, Jamari Howell, Rushy Parchment, Marlon Pennycook, Raheen Brown, and Alex Gale for the coach Lenworth. They call him the teacher, Hyde.
Yeah, losing their first game, but for sure you can look for the stamp of Lenworth Hyde on this team. You definitely will be looking to play with a lot of possession and breaking through the lines, and that's something that we come to expect from Hyde. He wants to win, but he wants to win looking good. So we expect good football from this new team.
Taking you through the highlights. First half, Simpson's, Anthony Nelson's cross. And McCain, his shot destined for goal, but for the feet of Christian, one of the two captains on the pitch tonight for Chapelton Maroons FC. And then Garnett out towards Keena Simpson. And look at Keena Simpson work himself into a shooting position at the invitation of the Chapelton Maroons FC defense. Slips beneath the grasp of goalkeeper Javel Plunkett. And that's how Tivoli found their first goal. This man, Keena Simpson, we may credit Kevin Garnett with the assist. Had a hand in both of the two goals scored by Tivoli in the first half, Garnett. That was 1-0. Then Garnett again. This time to the other side to Justin Dunn. Curls one onto the forehead of Diego McKenzie, who makes it look easy. Tivoli, at this point, bossing the game. Tivoli, for the most part, bossed the game. And that's how Tivoli went 2-0 up. Another shot, another angle of the second goal. Still the first half. This is McCain. Slips McKenzie and Justin Dunn, his shot. Missing by far, then McCain again. Nelson's shot is blocked. Tivoli threatening to run riot here at the Stadium East Field against this Chapelton team. Here's Keena Simpson trying to execute a very difficult skill, the control and shot in the same sector, and then Anthony Nelson taking the pass from McCain. So McCain had one assist, and he made it easy for Nelson to find the goal, vacated by the keeper Howell, Plunkett, and that was 3-0. Done to Diego McKenzie off the upright. Chapelton defense at 6s and 7s. Not up to speed. Gale forward to Brown. Brown and Pennycook attacking the same ball. Pennycook leaves it alone for Brown, and Raheen Brown can't steer his shot on target. Then Nelson broke away. You felt he must score, but straight at goalkeeper Plunkett. Radico Wellington was destined for the far corner, the far post, but for the intervention of Ellis, it would have been a goal. And then this is the closest Chapelton Maroons FC came. A free kick from Morrison. That was touched onto the crossbar by Nicholas Clark, getting a hand to it. Then bad play from Williamson in the back for Chapelton. And Tommy Lawrence's effort. He went for placement, was trying to curl it in. Another chance. Shaquille Jones, the substitute, must score. He kicks his standing foot and slides. Slipping and sliding for Shaquille Jones. Not getting the contact required.
Moved about this pitch like an ice skater on blades. How do you rate your performance tonight? How good was it tonight?
Well, I give my performance an 8 out of 10 because I lost some time, but I made up for it though.
Why was it so easy for you tonight in this game?
Well, it was easy because we played as a team. You know, we talk to each other and we do the right thing.
I want to ask you as well, I know it's not the blue headband, which is why you're so good, because other players were in it, were not good as you, but what about this blue headband?
Well, I wore the headband so that my hair doesn't get in my face, you know, and it would affect my game. Yeah, so that's right.
When you were seeing everything in front of you bright and beautiful. So thanks for your game tonight. It was a joy watching you.
Thank you.
I know you spoke about the physicality. That wasn't the main threat tonight, but just didn't track the runners off Tivoli tonight. But what else went wrong for you?
I think the effort, first and foremost, from the team. I didn't like how we started. We started flat. As you said, we weren't tracking. Tivoli was way more aggressive and they got an early goal and we never recovered.
In terms of anything positive from this game, I know you probably dig hard for it, but maybe as a coach you probably could find something.
As a coach, I'm very disappointed in my team, and it's not even about the result, but the effort that was given by the players. And in order for us to stay up, we demand more from our players.
How do you get these boys to give you that effort now going forward?
I mean, the ball don't lie, you know. So we're going to get a tape of the game and we're going to watch it together as a team. We're going to allow them to pick their mistakes out and then we see how best we can come together with the solutions for those mistakes.
In terms of your players like Brown, showing frustration up front, it's a difficult craft at this level, not getting the chances that he would have wanted. What do you say to a player like that?
The chances will come. We're a young team and we're building, and the more we progress in the league, the more we're going to compete with the better teams, and the more opportunities we're going to start creating, the more we start to play together as a team.
It's a young team and I think there's more to come from it, so all the best.
Definitely, I'm not discouraged by my team. I'm just discouraged by the effort that was given. I know that we have some players who can do something special on the day. We just need to dig deep and find ways that we can bring those special qualities out in our players.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Teddy Johnson won't have that difficult a task to find the positives from this game. How good a performance was this tonight?
It was a good performance, but we still have a lot of mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes today and we still need to go back on the drawing board and try to get it right next game.
Talk me through some of those mistakes. Which phase of the game you had those mistakes?
I think most of the time the back passes, I don't really like it at times because you know you're leading and the team want to get back into content, so we have to just really keep the ball and just try to do perfect at times.
But the pleasing aspect of it, tell me some of those things that you would not want to change from this game.
I think our attacking was perfect today. We just did not utilize some of the chances that we get and we did not score them. But I think we done well, to be honest.
Well, it's a good result, really good performance from your players. McCain, how much of a joy is it to work with a player like him?
I know McCain since he was a younger guy and we play football together down in the community. And I know what he can deliver and what he can prove to the country. And he just needs to just keep consistent.
Well, hopefully you can keep him doing that. All the best.
Thank you very much.
It was an emphatic annihilation brought down by the West Kingston-based team. The five-time champions scored twice in the first half, delivering the dagger in the 58th minute to seal the deal. Chapelton Maroon had some responses on a few occasions, but had no fortunes under the lights at the Stadium East field. A doubleheader was also scheduled for Monday, October 31st, but due to inclement weather, both games that were to be played were inevitably postponed. Results from the non-televised matches are Montego Bay United defeated Waterhouse 1-0. Dunby Howling took down Falkland 1-0. There were 3-0 losers to the 2021 Jamaica Premier League champions Cavalier. That's all we have for you this week. This has been JPL 30 on CVM TV and your home of champions, SportsMax. Tune in next week for the Jamaica Premier League, powered by Digicel.